Good morning. Good morning. Boy, it's a morning of computer problems. Thank goodness that is short-lived, right? All right, let's get everybody in here. Let me see if the music will play. It's taking its time. How's everybody doing this morning? Happy Saturday. Here we go. I think it is a beautiful day, no matter what's going on. Okay, let me see if we got anybody here. Oh, we do have people here. Hello, everybody. Kathleen Caputo, good morning, sweet one. Kathy Hand, I'm so glad you could be with us today. It's a no worky day. Andrea, thank you for sharing. Good morning. Blue, good morning. Just having a fabulous coffee on the front porch. The sun is shining again today. This after an incredible, cool sleeping night. You dreamed of the Fae. Well, I'm sure they were playing with you in your dreams. Marietta, good morning. And Deirdre, yes, thank you, Blue. I didn't share it out very much this morning, just shared it on the other Enlightened World page. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Oh, Dave, good morning. I am feeling amazing. I really feel good. My computer doesn't feel so good, but I feel good. And I am so beyond grateful to all of you who are helping to make my new computer be a reality. It will arrive on Tuesday. So I believe by probably the middle of next week, I'll be able to have that baby cranking and have everything transferred over so that I can use the new computer next week. Let's see, who else? Kathy, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones, from Proverbs. Yeah, a joyful heart is good medicine. The heart-brain coherence is good medicine. And we do that every morning So let's do it now. Let's go into our hearts. Good morning, Leo. Thank you for being here. So let's go into our heart centers and do the heart-brain coherence. Hand on your heart. Slow down your breathing. And add in the love. This morning, focus on being magnificent. Let's focus on having no limits, looking at the possibilities, the potentials. You know, last night, I wasn't sure where the angels were going with the blog last night. And they wanted us to know just how magnificent we are. That when we just let go of the thought that we can't do something, we let go of listening to other people tell us that we can't do something. When we let go of all of that, we can do anything. The world is our oyster. We can just go out and play and enjoy and let whatever happens happen, because we're not holding it back with our thoughts that it's a cruel world. You know, my friend Karen says there are two ways we can look at life. We can see it as a prison or a playground. And I love that. If we're seeing it as a prison, we're looking at all those limits. That's the bars on the prison wall. It's going to keep us held back. And we start seeing that when we come into this world. We start hearing no. We start hearing that we can't do something. There's a limit. We don't know that we have limits when we come into this world. We don't know that, because in spirit, there is no limit. In spirit, we can do anything. But we come here for this 3D experience where it's all about testing the waters, isn't it? Having the experiences, seeing what life is all about here, and learning and growing from that. But when we look at life as our playground and we think like a little child again, that, oh, I can do that. I can run through that field. I can play. I can enjoy myself and not have to look at living in a box. Don't let anybody put you in a box, because that's not where we belong. We belong with our knowingness of who we are. So let's see what we got going on. What's your insight this morning from doing your heart brain? Was there anything that came up for you? Any words, any thoughts, any freedom feelings of breaking through whatever's trying to hold you back? I'd love to hear you share that. And I want to let you know that every day I'm going to be reading the blog, and I'm going to be reading it out loud at Enlightened World Network. They're short, so I'm not going to be on the air very long, but I will be there. And if anybody wants to comment or question have a discussion about any of the blogs that are written and the one that I'm reading that particular day, just come on with me. It will be at 4:44 Eastern Time. Yes, that's an angel number. And I know we won't be on more than 10 to 15 minutes at the most. So feel free to jump in there and just share with me what you think about what the angels bring to us as messages every day. Deirdre, watch out, world. Mama P's new computer is going to bring us to new heights. Yes, yes, yes. We'll have to name that new computer. It's an HP. So let's figure out a name for it. Maybe Happy Peas. I don't know. That just jumped out there. So let's name the new angel computer. And Jean said that just warmed his heart and a huge smile on his face. He goes forth to work. Oh, I hope Dave has an amazing day at work. Thank you, Deirdre. I know I couldn't hold that sneeze back. It just wanted to come out. And Deirdre says, I am fascinated how our human lessons in confidence come from the life-giving bumblebee. You know, what would a world without bees look like? I don't want to know. I don't want to know what would happen if we didn't have our bees. They can be irritating for sure, you know, when they decide that they want to swarm around you, but they're only reacting to something. They're not aggressive. And the bumblebee, I've always been amazed at the bumblebee. You know, with its mass, and that's what the angels were talking about. It's like the bumblebee doesn't know that it can't fly. It's huge, and it's got these little wings. It doesn't know that those wings shouldn't be lifting it up off the ground, but it's got those wings. And it's like, oh, okay, why not? Why not fly? And that's the way we can be. We have wings. We just don't see them physically, but we have energetic wings. And yes, we can fly, we can soar. We can be whatever we choose to be in this lifetime. So thank you, Deirdre, for reading the blog last night. Kathy, excuse me, got some allergy stuff kicking in. That's what I get for having the door open. Kathy says it's a beautiful, clear, low humidity weekend in the 80s. Perfect for going outside and digging in the dirt, going to plant some flowers and ground cover. Awesome. Oh, the babies are loving Leo being here this morning. Gruffy and Pocky. They love their Leo. Kathy says, I am joyful. I am staying in positive vibration. I am sharing my peace and light with others, but knowing when to back off and stay in my own lane. It's a balance. It really is. Josie, good morning. Ricky on YouTube, good morning. Oh my gosh, Rick, I was laughing so hard yesterday. Ricky's friends are holding a protest. We were protesting Facebook because they're banning our sweet pirate Rick, and for no reason. So yeah, there's no reason that they're holding you hostage and not letting you do anything on Facebook. But I'm so glad you're here on YouTube. And Blue says, exactly, Happy Peas, the Happy Pea computer. I'm liking this. The Happy Pea. I think that is going to be our new member of the Pea family, is the Happy Pea. Jasmine, good morning. Blue says, I was meditating here in the living room one winter night years ago. Lulu was on the back of the sofa. Then I swear a bunch of bees flew through the house and through the closed window into a snowstorm. You told me about that, Blue. Yes, that, bees have come up so much for me over the last couple of years. And some of you may have already heard this story, and that's okay. I can repeat stories, but I want to tell you the story of the bee. When I was in Maine, Linda Lemieux was there, Stacy Small Lord was there, and we were doing a land blessing in Maine at a place that was so amazing. It's called Through the Trees, and they have, I don't know, 50 acres, I think, something like that. And they chose a spot for us to do the land blessing right beside of a beautiful little lake. So we all traipsed through the field and brought ourselves out there. There was some of the staff members that worked at the organization. And we do the land blessing, and it was absolutely beautiful. We had dug the hole. We put crystals in the hole. We had said blessings. I think we even sang. There was like a beautiful land blessing there. And we were getting ready to close up the hole and cover those beautiful stones so they could go do their work in the ground. And a bee flew into the hole. So it flew in and it just sat there. And I'm like, well, I guess we're waiting for the bee. There's nothing we can do right now until the bee finishes doing its business. And it felt like it was a representative of all the bees that wanted to put that kind of energy into the land blessing and into what these stones were going to carry throughout the world, that they were going to carry a message of peace, a message that can't we all just get along? Can't we all just live in peace and harmony? And I know the bees would love that. The bees would love if we would just stop killing them and stop trying to wipe them out. There's such a dwindling number of them. And when you think of bees, we usually think of honey, right? That's their job. They pollinate the plants and they make honey. Well, we forget that what they're doing is pollinating those plants. That's why we have what we have, because of the bees that keep us going with these beautiful plants. And we wouldn't have them if we didn't have the bees. So they do have a huge job here on Earth. They are needed. They're necessary. They're not a nuisance. It's a hard word. They are here on purpose, just like we are. So I thought it was such a beautiful, beautiful message that the bee gave that day at the land blessing. And then eventually it came back up out of the hole and flew away. And we all said thank you to the bee for adding to the land blessing. And ever since then, bees have shown up wherever I go. I had one just yesterday when I came out of the apartment that I'm staying in. And I just said hello to it. It just came right up to me and I said hello. And a lot of people are allergic to bees. A lot of people, if they get stung, I know it's not a good thing, but they're only going to sting in reaction to something. So your energy plays a huge part in that. They react to adrenaline. So if you're showing fear, they're going to be drawn to it. So the best thing you can do, this is what I was taught, the best thing you can do is just to be perfectly still, be calm, do your heart brain, and that keeps you calm. And then the bee is just going to say hello and fly off on its way. So that's my story of the bee. And I know some of you had probably heard it before, but it's amazing, the different creatures that we have and how many times we just don't understand their purpose. We don't know. And some of them, we will never know their purpose for being here on Earth. I will never understand the purpose of mosquitoes, but they're here. We have to cohabit with them occasionally. So that's what we do. All right, let's see what we got. Catherine, you saw a butterfly yesterday. I love butterflies. I'm so glad you had that blessing. And Marietta said, peas, people extending abundant support. We are all part of the pod, the perfect, omnipotent design. Yes, we are. And I'm not sure who the Facebook user is. Somebody's on incognito. Good morning, whoever you are. And Deirdre says, bees also followed you, me, Mama Hana Bear, and Gracie to a few outside tables when we visited Charlie's house. Yep. They have been around me a lot. So I think they're a huge part of this mission. And remember when Facebook sometimes does the captioning on the songs, and it thinks that instead of peas in a pod, that Leo is singing bees in a bar. So we've got a little meme going with the bees in the bar. Mansi, good morning, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. I still don't know who's on this Facebook user, but I love your comments. Be the peace and life. Indeed. And Rick, you got stung last week. You weren't doing the heart brain, were you? the thing with bees is just to be calm, and they'll stay calm. Good morning, Isabel. And Monsi says, my encounter with the bee was painful, but she showed me how to live the present for sure. The pain was a lot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kathy, bees in a bar. Yeah, I know, right? We're going to have to do something with that for sure. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has for us this morning. I'm sorry the computer didn't cooperate and we got started a little bit late, but we're here and that's the important thing. And we know that we're not going to have many more mornings where I have to struggle with getting the computer to cooperate. All right, so we have the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. Awesome. Let's see what Kuan Yin's words are for us this morning. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. She inspires you to discover and express your purpose. You are encouraged to live into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. Her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet. She stirs your heart to quest for your true soul passion. I love this card. And look at that. We were talking about how the bees pollinate the flowers, and she gives us a flower. She gives us orchids and chrysanthemums. She always knows what's going on. Kuan Yin is so here with us every morning. And she helps us to have a deeper understanding about whatever it is we're talking about. And those orchids are a mystery to me. I have had so many orchids in my lifetime that have been gifts that people have given to me. It's not a good thing to give Teri an orchid because I don't understand them. I try talking to them. I try asking them what they want. And inevitably, they all just get thrown away because I can't figure out, I have not been able to figure out the best way to grow orchids or to keep them alive if they're given to me. So I just admire them from a distance. But I love this card for us, the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. Did y'all love this? Does anybody resonate with this Kuan Yin card this morning? Jasmine, dear Kuan Yin, send us some healing. She's always sending us healing. Kuan Yin says love is the energy that heals. And it is. When we take in the love that we share here on this program, the love that we get when we go into our hearts and Kuan Yin sends forth to us, that's a healing energy. It starts a healing process inside of us. And Leo says, bees for peace. I guess that kind of works. We'll have to see if our Marietta will do her little thing that she does with the acronyms and give us something with bees, because I think it's huge. I think we need to include the bees in our peace mission, our Peace on Earth tour. And Mansi says, thank you, Kuan Yin. Today, Ascended Master Moses woke me up at 4:44 a.m. and keeps appearing to me. I will share the message later when I understand. Mansi, I'm going to be on at 4:44 p.m. on Enlightened World Network. Would you like to come on with me and see if that message comes out that you can share with us? I'm going to be reading the blog, and anyone that wants to come on to the Zoom, or if you just want to come in and listen and make a comment, I would love that. I would love other people to get involved in discussing these messages that the angels are given. They give them every day, and they promised me they were going to do that this year, that every day there's going to be a new message from the angels. And last night's was so beautiful, and it was about bees. Not all about bees, but they were using the bee to show us something important about not feeling limited. And Isabel, you says, yes, so perfect. As always, I do resonate. Kathy Hand, I know my orchids did best in the great room, but only when that room is kept in warm temperatures, and that makes it hard for us humans and dogs. Needless to say, my little orchid failed to bloom this year. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Yeah, I've tried everything I knew to make the orchids happy. Something I am never going to understand in this lifetime, and I'm okay with that. When you get to the point of being okay with the things that you don't understand, you've grown spiritually, you've grown mentally and emotionally, because it doesn't bother you anymore that you don't understand something. It's one of the mysteries. And what would life be without a mystery, right? There are a lot of great mysteries. Like, what makes that bumblebee able to fly and hover and do what it does? It doesn't make sense logically, but it happens. And I'm so happy that it does. And Mansi says, thank you. I will try, because it's been with me for a week. I know I'm a leader to guide people with God and the angels, but I will meditate to see what he wants me to do. Awesome. Well, it's an invitation out there for anybody that wants to come in to discuss the angel messages. That's what the whole purpose of coming on at that time is going to be, just to read the blog and read that beautiful message from the angels and see if there's anything that comes from the listeners, anything more that comes from my heart as I read the words. Good morning, Erica Hoppy. So glad you're here this morning. Welcome, welcome. Isabel, it seems we are going to have a book with the messages from the angels by the end of the year. I'm very behind with them, but everyone I read, I love. They deserve a book. I think that's what they're doing, is putting a book together of angel messages, a year of angel messages. And the program that I'm going to do at Enlightened World is called Angels Speak. So maybe that's the name of the book. angels speak, and just bring that message to the world in every way we can, through written word, through spoken word, and share them out. Let other people know that there's this energy that comes through every day from our guides, and they are our guides. They are messengers, and they're giving us this message for a reason. Kathy says, today in all my readings, the word of the day is joy. In A Course in Miracles, lesson 155, it says, by following my heart, I lead a life of purpose and meaning and big-ass joy. Indeed. Erica, awesome. I'd love to be a part of that. Well, absolutely. 4:44 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing the angel messages. So anyone that would like to be there, just let me know. And Blue says, blessings of love and light to Mansi, and may this message unfold with grace. And I see that I've gone overtime. So let's do our prayers. Erica, you'd love to be part of that today. Okay, awesome. So any prayers that you have, just put it in there, put it in the comments. And if you want to add to our prayer list, just let me know, and I'll put whatever name you share. I'll add that into our already growing list. That I loved it so much that we can be that open door, and whoever you need to bring to us, a loved one, a family member, a land, maybe your area of the world. We lift up all of the earth, but sometimes there are places that need some special attention, aren't there? There are some places that have been ravaged, like here in Boulder, where the fires consumed over 1,000 homes. Yes, Erica, it's 4:44 p.m. today. Will be the very first one that I do. I've recorded 3 of them, I think. What day are we? Oh, we're on the 4th. So I've recorded 2, and I'll record today's, and then we'll have a discussion about it. Oh, Deirdre, awesome. Jasmine, prayers for gastritis to heal and calm to return. Yes, yes, you are in our prayer list. We pray for you and your daughters every day. And Leo wants to put Zila in our prayer requests. She's holding a lot of resentment. She is. And, you know, when you abuse a privilege, which it's a privilege to be in this family, it really is. We're open to everyone. Anyone is welcome to come here. But you can't come in and abuse the family members. That's not going to happen, because Mama P is not going to let that happen. And I know she's holding resentment because I said, no, you can't come in and hold that kind of angry energy towards others and demean and disrespect our family. So yes, we will add Zila to our prayer list, absolutely, because the only thing that we ever want to do is love. And we're going to love Zila from a distance. Oh, all right. Awesome, Blue. You're going to come on as well. Oh, wonderful. All right. So let's go into our hearts. And Marietta is reminding us to smile as we send this love out from our hearts. Spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. And when we smile, that's what we do. We send that love forward. So let's go in and breathe. Just take a breath right into your heart center. Breathe in love. And breathe out love. And again, breathe in the love. That love is coming directly from the great central sun. from source, God, energy, whatever you choose to call that highest being that exists. Just bring that love right into your heart. And when you exhale, send that love out to the world, to everyone who's hurting, everyone who needs a special touch to see that they matter. Now, on your next breath in, just check in and see if there's any place inside of you where you're not holding love, any place where there may be some resentment or anger or guilt or shame, sadness. Just go to that place inside of you, wherever it's showing up. It may be showing up as a physical existence in your body. There may be pains. Your heart might hurt, emotionally hurt. Just go wherever the pain is in your body and place that love right in that spot. Whatever's hurting you today, whatever it might be, just talk to your body. Just say, I love you. Let's do that right now. Let's go through the body parts and share love. So breathe in love, breathe in light. And let's go first to our brain, that beautiful organ that just keeps us reminded of who we are and what we're doing here. The brain is a processing center, so it's going to spit back out what it takes in. And if we're feeding it garbage, it's going to spit out garbage. If we're feeding it love, it's going to help us to remember to love. So let's say, I love you, to that brain inside of our head. And now let's go down to the eyes. Thank you, eyes, for the ability to see. Thank you, I love you. And let's show love to our ears, to our hearing, the ability to listen and take in sound, to listen to music, to listen to words. Thank you. Thank you, I love you. Let's go to our nose. Thank you for the ability to smell. Thank you for the fragrance that we can take in, that we can just love life through the smell that we have. Thank you, I love you. Let's go to the mouth. Thank you for smiling. Thank you that I'm able to lift a smile of love to the world. Thank you, I love you, that I'm able to speak, that I'm able to share words, that I'm able to communicate. Let's go to our throat. Thank you for my voice. Thank you that I can open up and listen and speak authentically. Thank you to all the glands that are involved in the throat area. Thank you for my thyroid. Thank you for everything working perfectly in those cells. Let's go to our shoulders. Thank you for helping me to hold energy and to move, to be able to function with movement. Thank you to my arms that I'm able to hold, I'm able to hug, I'm able to embrace. Thank you for my hands, for the sense of touch, that I can feel everything that I touch. and that I can hold love in these hands and send that love out. Let's go to our heart. Thank you to my beautiful heart. Thank you for sending that blood through the vessels that carry it where it needs to go in the body. Thank you for staying in rhythm. Thank you for the heartbeat that reminds me of my connection with Spirit and with Mama Gaia. Thank you to my lungs that I'm able to breathe in, taking in that life-giving oxygen all the way into the lungs and releasing it back out. Thank you for working so perfectly. And I don't have to give you any instruction. You just do it. Thank you. I love you. Thank you to the ribs. How often do we thank our ribs for holding our frame, for helping us to be strong? Thank you. Let's go to the stomach area, the abdomen. Thank you to our esophagus for bringing the food down to the stomach. Thank you to our stomach for doing its job. Thank you to the digestive tract for processing whatever nutrients we take into our body. Thank you to the spine that keeps us upright and keeps all the energy flowing. Thank you, I love you. Thank you to the hips. Thank you for the ability to move, to maneuver, to be able to sit and stand and walk. Thank you to our reproductive system, ability to procreate here on earth. Thank you for our legs. Thank you, legs, for doing your job. Thank you for the ability to walk and to bend. Thank you to the ankles and the knees. And thank you to the feet. Thank you for keeping us firm as we stand. Thank you for allowing us to feel the energy of the earth as we walk on Mama Gaia's back. Thank you, body, that we inhabit. Thank you that you are the vessel chosen to maneuver through this lifetime. And thank you for all the experiences that have happened. Thank you to every scar on this body. Thank you for what it represents, every experience that has been held. Thank you most of all to Great Spirit for the ability to connect in with our spirit self inside of us. I love you. And thank you to Mama Gaia for allowing us to walk on her back and for holding us and nurturing us, feeding us. And let's just bring in a big breath right now to send down into Gaia. Breathing in love, breathing in peace, and just leaving it there. That's our job. Mama Gaia has it from there. All we need to do is send love. And then watch as Gaia brings that love all through the earth, to the plants, yes, even the orchids, to the people, to the waterways and the mountains and the valleys. What a beautiful morning of gratitude. And now let's do that with each other. Everyone gathered here, we know how this works. Take in that breath of love. And on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. I love you so immensely. Thank you for being here this morning. And I see we had some newcomers while the blessing and the prayer was going on. Akil, thank you for being here from Pakistan. Oh, you're so welcome. We hold you every day in our hearts. And Kathy said, yesterday I felt pain all over and especially my heart. I'm doing my best today to just stay positive and feel joy and peace. And Marietta said, B, blessings energize everyone. Yes, they do. Thank you. We love our bees. Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you. I see your beautiful words. Thank you. I love you. And Blue says, prayers that I can learn to walk with shoes. Either that or I need my wings to work in a waking world. Yes, indeed. I do know how you do not like to put those things on your feet. So we'll definitely pray for you, as I know that you need to be out and about in the garden working. All right, so let's get out of here. What do you say? Are you ready for a little bit of Leo in our life? Because I know I am. Let's go have that beautiful day. Just remember to be grateful. Remember to say to all of your body, thank you, I love you. And going through every part of your body, recognizing everything, because everything has a purpose, just like the bees. Every part of us, every part of our body has a purpose. And so many times we just take it for granted and we don't stop for a minute and say, thank you. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for doing your job. So let's get into a really good place with our Leo and get on with our day. Let me find you, Leo. There you are. Oh, Leo, there could never be too much Leo.
Morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day.
Yes.
Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla.
I know, Captain Han. I think we're going to have a full-size Leo at the retreat. Please tell us it's so, Leo. We're holding a space for you.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa
Fulla Joy.
Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla. There really is no secret. We simply
Accept. now.
Triple A, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. Just start the day on a high five because the Triple A. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. Just start the day on a high five because the Triple A. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
And smile at that joy, because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy.
Give me Cuppa joy, 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 give me Cuppa joy. Give me a cup of joy. Woo!
Woo, I love you. Thank you for being here. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Have a great day. Namaste, y'all. I will see you at 4:44 today.